these. Okay then, Colette. So generally speaking, setup-wise, very good. You've got a nice sort of angles now with the club shaft leaning a bit forward, as we can see. Sometimes it gets a little bit too far forward, okay? So make sure the board doesn't go sort of too far towards your back foot,
right?
Okay, because that will in turn put the club leaning a long way forward there, okay? But otherwise, very, very good set. Now, the problem we said before, when that club goes back, it's almost sort of been thrown back with a lot of speed, and you can see your arm now collapsing. You've stood up from the golf ball, so you basically started off with the club next to the ball, and in the process of your backswing, you hinged your arm 90 degrees, and you stood up off the golf ball. So two things you've done there has caused that club now to rise up further from the ball, effectively, okay? So to get back to the golf ball, now you've got to throw your arm at it, and then drop your spine. So you can see you do that there now, and when you sort of swing through, because everything's sort of dropping down as you come to the golf ball now, it's all very tucked up and pulled in here. What we want to try and do is get the sensation. We're taking the golf club back now, almost like I said, the accelerator and the clutch pedals being squeezed rather than firing it back. Push and extend the club face back this way. You can see now a much better backswing there. Your left arm now a lot higher from your head. The club's actually above your head, whereas this one before, you can see kind of... There you go, basically the middle of your head there over your right shoulder, as you can see. So a much wider swing. Now as you come back to the golf ball, we can maintain your height, good strike, and when we swing through, you're swinging your hands and arms up over that left shoulder. You see the release of the hands and arms there as you come through. There's your right arm, and there's the club shaft. So you're kind of getting that unhinging of the wrists, which is the release of speed into the golf ball, okay? If you try to create all your speed with just how fast you can twist your hips, you will not get a lot of speed. As we saw when you put the club on your hip
that's
there,
obviously what I'm doing, isn't it?
Well, you're losing speed, exactly. And therefore, because you're not hitting the ball as far as you want to, you might try and hit it further, hit it harder.
But that doesn't...
And that causes the balance to be an issue. And if suddenly you're on the way back, you throw that club back. We had some of the swings there now where you were losing balance. You were probably losing balance before you even got the golf club to the top of your backswing. Your weight shifts through your heels and your toe is going back on your heels.
Taking me backwards,
Or you're hitting the golf ball off your back foot, hanging back, trying to throw out for it. There's no speed going to come from that position. Plus, as well, your body's then trying to react to that and then do other things. So a lot of moving parts there that, might on occasions click and it work out nicely, but more often than not, it's going to be a miss hit. Either topping the golf ball or hitting the ground behind the golf ball. Both of which are going to cause you to lose distance. Exactly, And I think that's one of the sort of two misses that people have, kind of high or low on the golf ball, hit the top of the ball or the ground early. And a lot of that comes from sort of movements you've got there with the bending of the arm, the standing up of the posture, all these different movements that can create that. As a result of that, then you've got to make adjustments on the way down. If we can push that club away so we can maintain a nice kind of width in the swing, your head sort of staying in a sort of fairly stable spot there, and the hands and arms staying nice and wide, whereas this one here now, because you sort of threw the club back so fast, your arms...
And then you end up like this.
Exactly. And there's no ability really from that position that you can get.
Isn't it?
Well, I think, but again, I think through the winter when you haven't played so much, you want speed, and you come back to the golf shots, I want to hit the ball as far as I can, so it's like, okay, I must get that club head speed up, which we do. We want the club head speed to be fast, but we want the club head speed to be fast.
And accurate.
Basically, accurate, between those two lines as you're going in this direction. We don't need speed from here going that way. You sort of threw the golf club back so much you're losing balance.
I think it's, the misapprehension that you'll have more.
Exactly. I say it goes back to that example, that kid, the further back he runs from the ball, the more power he's going to get. Once you start going back more than 3 or 4 paces, you're not going to get much more speed relative.
The contact's not going to be any.
Exactly. By the time he got to the football, he was worn out. So, and again, if your balance is being lost and your technique is worsening because your arm is kind of hinging 90 rather than a gentle curve there, we now have to make more adjustments. Added to the fact that the two faults you've got there are causing you to get further from the golf ball. You now got to try and get back nearer the golf ball. Well, how much you do in any shot is going to vary. One time top, one time ground beyond the ball. Third time, very nice. But it's just 1 in 3 are good, and if every 1 in 3 is not good, it's then 1 in 6 are good. So it's always that kind of frustration we're going to get there.
Okay.
So feel the club face almost squeezing back and sort of stretching, okay? And then from here now it's sort of swish of the arms here to the golf ball.
Yeah.
Yes, the body is going to twist, no doubt, but the arms have got to almost feel they're sort of separate from the body, swishing through. We don't want the arms to
Yeah.
be stuck into the rib cage and you trying to spin your body
That's it.
as fast as you can, because we saw there's no speed your body could really make
No.
compared to that of your hand and arm just
Yeah.
doing it with a club.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Right. Set a few
Okay.
more then, okay?